First, connect the power cable to the socket connection point on the power unit. A 10 amp fuse is also located inside the power input connector. If the fuse needs to be replaced, this section can be pulled backward and removed for easy access. The guide tab on the connector must be aligned with the guide tab on the machine. Once both guide tabs are correctly aligned, insert the connector into its socket. After the connector is fully seated, carefully tighten the locking screw. Make sure the screw is tightened all the way, leaving no looseness in the connection. Once the rear connection is complete, move the switch on the power connector to the ON position and proceed to the front control panel of the machine. During the initial startup, the machine must be set to manual mode. For safe operation, it is important to test all machine functions in manual mode before starting the machining process. First, make sure that the correct rotation direction is selected and that the appropriate operating speed has been set. These settings may vary depending on the workpiece and the machining operation. Before starting the operation, the operator should adjust the speeds and observe the machine's response. At this moment, the machine is moving in the forward direction. The movement and operating values can also be monitored on the control screen. To retract the machine, select the reverse direction. The machine will then move backward. Likewise, the rotation function also provides forward and reverse direction options. In case of a potentiometer malfunction, or if a different operating method is required, the speed can also be adjusted directly from the control screen. Enter the required speed value to operate the motor. This allows the operating speeds to be controlled directly from the display as well. In automatic mode, first set the rotation speed to the required value. Then switch to automatic mode using the button on the control screen. After switching to automatic mode, the home position must first be selected and the distance value must be reset. This allows the machine to establish its reference position. Next, enter the feed speed and the required travel distance. Once these settings are completed, press Start. The machine will then begin moving automatically toward the selected position. The travel value must be entered according to the direction in which the machine is required to move. If the machine needs to move into the workpiece, enter the distance as a negative value. If the machine needs to move outward, enter the distance as a positive value. Let us explain this with an example. To stop the current automatic operation, first switch the machine to manual mode. When switching back to automatic mode, the setup procedure must be completed again. First, perform the home operation and reset the current distance value. Since the machine needs to move inward, enter the travel distance as a negative value. For this example, we set the feed speed to 50. After completing these settings and pressing Start, the machine will automatically move inward for 200 millimeters. During this movement, the machine will also begin the machining operation. The operator can adjust the speed as required using the potentiometer during operation. After setting the required speed, the machine's movement toward the target distance of 200 millimeters can be monitored on the control screen. At this moment, the machine is moving inward in the negative direction. Once the machine reaches the specified machining distance of 200 millimeters, it will stop automatically. Emergency situations. The machine is equipped with an emergency stop button and a main circuit breaker for emergency situations. When the emergency stop button is pressed, the machine stops immediately and all drives enter a fault condition. Before restarting the machine, it must first be properly released from the emergency stop condition. Then release the emergency stop button by returning it to its original position. The machine will then be ready for operation again. If necessary, the entire system can also be shut down by switching off the main circuit breaker. The rapid button is primarily intended for use during the initial setup and positioning of the machine. Continuous use of this function during automatic or manual machining is not recommended. When positioning the machine at low speed, the rapid button can be used for short periods when a temporary increase in speed is required. When activated, the motor can momentarily operate at a higher speed.